my thinking goes like this. So from the daily, right? First of all, huge wick, right? Yeah, we have SMT there, right? So we have SMT. But what does the daily profile tell me on the daily candle? Yeah, we're kind of not really in expansion. All right, we have news. So if I want to go bullish, right? I can trade bullish, but I will adjust my targets. That's one thing. You can write it down. If the daily doesn't support the daily doesn't support your expansion in the direction you want it to see go. So the daily here doesn't support bullish expansion, right?
Right.
But you still want to trade bullish. I'm giving you an example. If you wanted to trade, you need to adjust your targets, meaning you never target this because we will not get there today. Max you can target is the 50% of previous daily range. That's this. But then so we weren't there. Let me hop on the 4 hour, right? So 4 hour, you sent me a message. I wasn't home. I was driving my friend. And you asked me what will happen. I hopped on the phone to see what the fuck is going on. Nothing is going on, right? We are just fucking literally nothing. Like zero. No sweeps, no nothing, right?
That was this morning, right?
Yeah, what is this? Like these are like fucking
This
piano
was my
keys.
thought that we're in consolidation in this range
Yes.
and we can't make any move until something new happens.
Exactly, exactly. Fuck yeah, bro. So this doesn't tell you much, right?
Hmm.
Like this doesn't, or except we're in a consolidation, doesn't tell you much. Range is not that clear, right? So I hopped on the 1 hour. What I saw was, in my eyes, expansion met with expansion, right? This is a V shape kind of, right? So this is expansion lower, expansion,
Even though that's not
consolidation.
a displacement candle, the one this that one.
Which one?
The one that reacted first off the
This?
bat. It doesn't
The
matter that's a displacement candle.
why would it matter? I'm just so for now I'm showing you what profile are we in. So what profile are we in on the 1 hour? Expansion met with expansion, consolidation, sweeping this range low, right?
Hmm.
Sweeping that, moving up higher. I had marked out this order block which needs to hold in order for this low to be protected to trade away from it if I was gonna be bullish, right? So let me show you what I mean by that. Then I hop on ES. ES is telling me the same story, but then I hop on YM. YM is kind of telling me kind of a different story, leaving failures all here, but failures also here, right?
Hmm.
So there are failures all like on both sides. Now YM decides to not do much, right? While YM is pushing up higher
It was
here.
lagging, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah, definitely it was lagging. But if we're gonna sweep, like let me hop on the 1 hour. If we're gonna sweep this, right? I'm not gonna target this. I'm gonna target this because this is the swing, right? This is a failure, failure, and then here is a failure, failure, right? These are all stacked on top of each other. So if I'm gonna target this, I'm gonna target this, right? What do we do? On open, we tap inside what? A bullish PDRA, and I wanna see it get respected. It does. But does it give me a clean entry? No. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you hop even lower, right? While NQ was tapping in this is 9:30 tapping in this. What was YM doing? 9:30, right? What was YM doing? Going higher, right?
Hmm.
So it was catching up, and I was like, all right, how can I make all of the three assets tell me what they're gonna do, right? YM doesn't tell me shit. So YM, as I said, had both sides of the range. So YM needs to take out one side of the range definitely. NQ did tap this. YM didn't create any SMT and left before we pushed up. Left what? Failure swings, right? So now I'm thinking, all right, we're leaving this. We're leaving this. We're leaving this. I want to see what 10 will do. 10 closes here, right? Now, I don't know what will happen. At this point, I don't know what will happen. I literally don't have any idea. but I have the if-then scenario. So my thought process here is, if I hop on the lower time frames, I'm going to show you that. Big move, right? Just a big move and then a consolidation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that you need to know, once again, remember the phases of price. Consolidation is not a reversal sign, right? After tapping some liquidity level, which is all of these highs, and then this hourly fair value gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you would, this high, right? That is when 10 closed. I hop on the lower time frames. This is not a reversal sign. So this is just consolidation. And I'm like, all right, I cannot trade basically anything here. If I want to trade bullish, YM needs to either rip through these highs, right? But what is YM doing? Let me show you. 10, right? 10 is here.
Mm-hmm.
So what is YM doing? Look at YM at 10. This is 10, right? YM is really close to this high. And at 10, I told you, if I want to go bearish, first of all, why I don't want to go bullish? Daily is not supporting bullish expansion. So even if you wanted to go bullish, and let's say, oh, you entered fucking, I don't know, on this change, right? What is your risk to reward up until now? 1.8, so nothing good. And it's a slow move, right? So you can see this is not a good setup. Like you can see we are moving really fucking slow. You couldn't be bullish, so you want to see one side of the range get taken. That doesn't happen. Look at this. Left this, right? Why? So left this and then left this, and even on the higher time frames, left this, everything, right? Why?
Let me cut you off real quick on that chart. There's a potential if SMT not matter here if we don't sweep those highs. Like if you look at those, you have two wicks right there. That I think there was a SMT somewhere between those.
Here, exactly.
It
Here
doesn't
was
matter because we don't sweep those
Listen,
highs.
SMT is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will show you. Look at the time. 9:30, 9:30 and 10. So, or not, my fucking bad. This was not an SMT. This was a second stage SMT or cracking correlation. This candle closed bearish. That same candle 10 closed bullish, right? That's your first cracking
That was
correlation.
what I was seeing.
That's the first thing. What's the second thing you see? 10:30 sweeps this high out on NQ. 10:30 sweeps 10. 10:30 sweeps 10, and 10 is a bullish candle. On YM, 10:30 doesn't sweep 10, so 10:30 is here, right?
And
This
it's
is
a
your
bearish candle.
So that is your second stage S&T. I know
So
this is a
doesn't
low.
that support bearishness?
It does. It does. So listen, it does. And I enter off of that, right? But I know that because of us leaving the failure swings, it's not a good setup.
Right.
I enter here, I think, or something like I enter here because I didn't want to see a tap of this. Even though we got it, I enter market enter because it's not a big difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Enter here, put my stop here because if we're gonna move, we're gonna move now, and put my first take profit here for like 3.8R, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens? We don't take the law, even though we were 3 points away. I didn't close my position because I'm following my rules. I could have taken, I was de-risked. So this is like the fifth of my position, like normal sizing. I didn't take my position off because I have rules. And my rules say I'm not taking it off at least until we take this. Didn't take it. I put my stop at break even. I get stopped at break even, so I don't lose anything. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I could have taken a 3.1R or 3R, doesn't matter. I didn't because I got my rules and I'm following my rules. My system tells me if we're this close, we're gonna take this. We didn't take it. Why we didn't take it is because first we have Trump speaking later at fucking 2 p.m. something. No, 7 p.m. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Is Trump speaking EST time. So, and we had two news events. So I already know this is not a and if I drop all that, we are leaving failure swings on the higher time frame, which we just took. We just took them. So look at how strong this draw is. We can't leave these. We can't leave them, never. And we
So
took them.
does that mean we can't leave these lows and we should get a reaction and
Definitely, we should definitely take all of these, but if we, once again, like we left somewhere around this, I don't know exactly what we left the someday, this, we left this, right? We're leaving them, but if we expand, if overnight expands, then I'm like, all right, I don't give a fuck about these anymore because we left
Right.
them already, right?
Gotcha.
And this is just engineered liquidity for some other day, right?
Right.